What up, everyone? I'm Ken Sapale from StackBMX.com social media and YouTube channel. Today, we're going to do and explain and review on the 2021 Stranger Level Freecoaster and cassette complete bike. So like always, if you want to win a free bicycle when we hit 5,000 subscribers, which we're almost there, head over to the comment section, leave us a comment and a like, and hang on because later on in this video, we're going to tell you all the rules and everything and what you're going to win. So yeah, let's start with it and talk about this Stranger Level complete bike. So a lot of people just seen this hit the market, and we're here to explain everything about it and tell you all the ins and outs and what this bike comes with. So let's start off with the frame and kind of talk more about the frame. There is a model underneath it. The Spitfire is a little bit different than this bike. If you're a beginner bicycle rider and you just want to start off and you're on a budget, the Spitfire would be the bicycle that you want to get. The level is a little bit step up, so if you're a little bit more aggressive, you play sports and stuff like that, you might want to think about getting this bike. If you're really rough on stuff and you tear a lot of stuff up, you may want to think about going to the Stranger Crux complete bike. But this one's a great start. Main reason is because it's based off a high tensile steel frame, but it's got some major features like a chromoly top tube and a chromoly down tube to make it a lot stronger so that it doesn't break on you. Also, it comes with a gusset on the top, and it also comes with a gusset on the bottom. This frame length comes in a 20.75. If your parents want to know what changes a size bicycle, it's the center of this tube to the center of this tube. If you measure this length, that will give you your top tube size. A 20.75 is the size bicycle that fits most people. So if you're between 5'4" and 5'10", I would say 27.5 is either going to be a little long for you on the lower end of height-wise, and it's going to be right at the edge if you're on the higher size of things. I'm 6'1", and I ride a 27.5 because I like the fact that it's a little bit tighter wheelbase and it helps me with spins and tail whips and stuff like that. So if you're a taller guy, maybe going down a little bit smaller frame might help you out. If you're a shorter guy on the 5'4" range and you want to ride a 27.5, what that helps you out with is having a little bit longer front end and kind of makes like an arrow. So while you're going fast, you tend to stay in a straighter line and not get so squirrely. So if you want a bike that tracks straighter, if you're riding trails or skate park and you're going a lot faster than the other guys, nib-jibbing on ledges, then I would suggest getting a little bit longer frame. If you're just getting into it, you don't know what you're going to get, or if you want a bicycle that's going to last a long time, a 27.5 is great because even if you're 5'4" and you're 13 years old, you're going to be 18 one of these days, and you're definitely going to eat, you're definitely going to grow, so you'll probably end up growing a lot taller than the 5'4", and you'll be able to fit in this in a year or 2 years later when you hit puberty. So what's super cool about that is that this bike is designed for almost anybody, whereas like the Spitfire comes in the smaller top tube length. So that's really cool about this thing. It's got a little bit more street geometry, steeper head tube, but it comes in this really cool raw color. It doesn't come in any other color at the moment, just this matte raw. So raw is just a regular metal color, but it also has a matte clear coat over it. These ones do tend to get a little bit moisture underneath the paint and cause spider webbing and stuff like that. So if you do see on your frame, just expect it because it is known to happen on any clear frame. If you think it's going to be perfect like this, it's never going to be perfect. As time goes, it's kind of like a pair of jeans. You kind of wear them in and it kind of gives its own style. So that's what's cool about the raw frame. If you're into that, pick up one of these. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the frame besides the 14mm dropout on the back and the 5mm thick dropout, which holds the 14mm axles. Another cool thing is that it comes with the mid-bottom bracket and an integrated seat clamp. So this seat clamp is built in the frame, basically less material, making the bike overall lighter. So that's pretty cool on that. You could also replace the bolt and the nut at the hardware store by just buying a new one. So that makes it cool. And it does have gyro mounts, so if you want to run a gyro, this is gyro compatible. A difference between this frame and the Spitfire frame is that this one has removable brake mounts. So you can remove the brake mounts on this frame and make it brakeless. So that's super, super cool. Let's go to the front. Another cool feature on this bicycle model, as well as the other bicycles, is that this one has a 4-piece bar on it. So super dope. Got a 9-inch rise on these bars. It comes with the Stranger Quan grips. So these ones are cool because these are one of our most popular. Stranger grips. It's got like a rib pattern, and it's also got these different waffle patterns on it as well. And these come in a little bit longer at 160 millimeters long, so a little bit longer grip than normal, so that's super cool. Next up is the integrated Primo headset. So these are sealed bearings. They're integrated to make your bar spin smooth, feels super, super smooth, so that's super cool. Going down to the fork, it's a high tensile steel fork with 3/8 dropouts on it. The dropouts are really thick, and it's got a lot of clearance for pegs, so if you're riding pegs, this will really help that out. What I also noticed is that it has the Crux V2 female front hub. What's cool about this hub is that it has hub guards on both sides, as well with a female axle. What those do is they help you out by not damaging your hub. So the hub guards are going to prevent any rail, ledge, anything from hitting your actual hub or the cone nut on your hub to keep it from spinning. If you have problems with your front wheel spinning, it's either A, your axle's bent, or B, those cones have been damaged and they're actually rubbing on the hub, causing that wheel to spin really slow or to make a creaking sound. That, or you got unsealed bearings and they're just not spinning very well. So having hub guards will eliminate a lot of those problems. Combined with the female axle, the female axle is going to be actually like a bolt that goes into your hub. Sorry for the graphic photo, but yeah, it's going to go into your hub. It's going to make it a lot stronger because there's going to be a bolt that goes into the hub, and if you end up bending it, it's not going to actually make your axle bend and put side load on your bearings, thus making your hub last a lot longer. So if you do bend one, you can just purchase another bolt, and that'll keep you from having to buy a whole new hub. So that'll secure a lot more funds in your pocket. Going to the tires, these ones come with the 2.4 Primo V-Monster tire. These tires are super, super dope. They've got a lot of knurling on it, and it's got a V-tread pattern on it, so these things grip really well, and they're pretty lightweight. Next up is the rim. It's got a single wall alloy rim. Lace that to the hub with stainless steel spokes, so the wheel is going to last a lot longer than a generic steel one. So I think that's super cool. Going to the seat and seat post, this is a Stranger Kevlar seat and seat post combo. It has an embossed Stranger logo on the back, which looks really dope, and it's got this cool carbon fiber looking top on here. So that looks super, super dope. Going down to the back wheel, this back wheel is pretty dope, and these are kind of the options that you're available to get. You could either get one with the cassette, and cassette makes this sound, and the Freecoaster makes this sound. Yep, quiet. Check out this wheel right here. This one is a Freecoaster hub. The body's a little bit bigger, but when you spin it, you can't hear any noise or anything like that. And when you roll backwards and stuff like that, the cranks won't spin, just like this one. See on the cassette, notice how when you roll 180 or you roll backwards, the cranks continue to spin even if I hold pressure to them. That's because there's a ratchet system in there that's causing the wheel to move when you pedal. So when you go the opposite way, it's going to cause the cranks to spin. The Freecoaster has a mechanism in it that allows it to break free and allows you to roll backwards and to engage it by pedaling forward. So if you want a Freecoaster, which 99% of our customers that buy wheels purchase, is going to be the Freecoaster. If you're not really into the Freecoaster and you're dabbling with BMX, maybe try out the cassette and later on in the future purchase a rear wheel for the Freecoaster. So I think that's pretty cool that they give you two different options. So there it is, select one of them. Another cool thing on it, on both the cassette and Freecoaster wheel, they have hub guards for the drive side and for the non-drive side, and these are a nylon hub guard, what's dope about them is that it's just like the front one. When you hit a ledge or a rail, those hub guards allow the rail or ledge to slide right onto your peg, just like magic, and grind super, super smooth. Also, it protects the hubs, it protects your chain and your driver from bashing up and getting trashed. If you grind on the right side and you have your gearing on the right side, you tend to thrash that side a lot more. So that'll curve a lot of those problems and make your wheel last a lot longer, make your chain last a lot longer, and save you a lot of money and time, plus headaches in the future. So good looks on that. You could bolt up any pegs onto here with a 14 millimeter hole, no problem, and grind smooth. One of the biggest and most exciting things about this bike is right here in the crank system, but I'm going to start with the pedals first. The Primo JJ pedals, I love these pedals. They're really thin, a lot thinner than most of the other pedals. They got a lot of grip, a lot of neuro on them, so you can ride pretty much any tennis shoe and this thing is going to grip really well. I also noticed that it's got these Stranger level cranks. These level cranks are dope because they're like a square style crank arm. So if you're trying to learn crank arm grinds and stuff like that, you got a really nice flat surface on there to grind. Also, it's indented right here, so it makes it really hard for these to bend. Another thing I noticed is that they come in a little bit larger size compared to the Spitfire. These ones come with a 170 millimeter crank arm, so it makes the cranks a little bit shorter, but you got a lot more power when you're out pedaling and stuff like that. So a good happy medium. So if you're riding pegs, it'll stay away from your foot and keep you from clipping. These cranks also come with the mid-bottom bracket, so this is a sealed mid-bottom bracket, and yes, these cranks are 3-piece cranks, so with that combination, it makes it real tough and real sturdy. So let's go to the chain. I noticed this one has a 510 HX chain on it, and this one is a little bit different than most chains. It looks just like a regular chain, but it actually has thicker plates and it has taller plates right here, and the plates on the inside are ramped. So with those things being ramped and your sprocket being ramped, it allows it to drop on there nice and smooth, saving the life of your chain, not only your chain, but also your sprocket. Also too is that the plates are heat treated and the pins are heat treated as well. So this chain isn't going to stretch, and it's going to last you a lot longer than a regular 410 chain. So if you're wondering what the 410 to the HX means, the HX means that it's a heavier duty and it's got those thicker plates and the ramps on there. So a lot stronger chain on the HX one. Going to the Sprocket, this is the most exciting thing because this is a bicycle right at that range where you're going to start putting some abuse on it. And Primo's got your back, and they plugged you with the Primo Omni guard sprocket. So it's got a plastic guard on the outside, and it's got a aluminum sprocket on the inside, and it's bolted together so that if you end up thrashing this plastic guard, you can replace it. One cool feature about the plastic compared to the aluminum is that the aluminum tends to grab a little bit more on ledges and stuff like that. With the plastic one, it's slicker, so you'll be able to grind some ledges. If you're doing sprocket slides or crank arm grinds, maybe this is the option for you. So keep that in mind. Plastic guard will last longer. It's actually a little bit cheaper than the aluminum ones, so it's a good buy for what it is. Yeah, that's some pretty cool stuff about it. But yeah, let's talk about how to win a free bicycle. So we're almost at 5,000 subscribers. When we hit 5,000 subscribers, we're going to give away a free bicycle retailed at $289.95. All you got to do is like this video, subscribe to this channel, turn on your notification bells, and then leave us a comment. Let us know what you like about these videos, what you don't like about these videos, other products that you want to know about, anything that could help us out with these videos. We're trying to make them a little bit better for you guys, but any input that you guys give us will help us out a lot, and that'll enter you into the contest. And if you comment on any video that we have, that's more the better. Every video that you comment on will enter you into this contest, and you can enter as many times as you want. So yeah, good luck to everybody. It's only for the US, so I apologize for everybody in the rest of the world. When we start shipping to the rest of the world, we'll plug you guys, and we'll do some giveaways for you guys. So hang tight and keep supporting our channel. But yeah, let's get back to it. This is the Stranger Level Complete bike, available in cassette or Freecoaster. Pick what you want and tear the streets or tear the park or whatever you want to tear up. Have fun, and thanks for watching. See you next time.